ready for football now from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a tough AFC North matchup. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Patrick Surtain takes the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 15 yards through the air. That's a Steeler first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. A run up the middle with Barkley. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Quickly into the hands of Chase. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end, that's Freiermuth. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 32 yards. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Barkley. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Warren, touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Tylan Wallace now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. Into space at the 45. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Now the first carry for King Henry. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Baltimore first down.
So we are through one here on Thursday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They'll come up here, 1st and 10, as we are ready to get back underway. Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Steelers' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 27.
3rd and 11. Back to throw, Jackson. This is intercepted into the hands of Myles Garrett. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Steelers
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about one. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now with Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now it is 1st and goal. On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll step up and run this.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Good blocking, and he's in. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Steelers.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out, and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Flowers now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Second down, Jackson. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And now it's 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing, Rodgers. Over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Mark at 29. Now a signal, a timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Second and inches. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable for Wallace. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Jackson looking to throw. He's going to keep it himself. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
That's hauled in on the left by Nacua. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much.
And he'll take it on in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Touchdown. Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have a Steelers first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers keeping it himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. To the goal line and in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 21-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Flowers now to return it. Crazy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Jackson now. The open man is Nakua. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body was man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here lately.
And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 21, Ravens 14.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Barkley. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, taking the shot there as we reach the 2-minute warning.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now it's Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll send Flowers in motion. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 31 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And So great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Again, it's Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
A gain of 16 yards.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
told. I'm just another soul for sale. Oh well. The page is out of press. We are not permanent. We're temporary. Same old story. What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one of your place? You're the pretender. What if I say that I'll never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one of your place? You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? I'm the voice inside your head you refuse to hear. I'm the face that you have to face, mirrored in your stare. I'm what's left, I'm what's right, I'm the enemy. I'm the hand that'll take you down, bring you to your knees. So who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one of your place? You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one of your place? You're the pretender. What if I say that I'll never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one of your place? You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one of your place? You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? So who are you? Yeah, who are you?
I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, legends, by confessions. Go to the high up. These they come from the cause. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons. Really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are goner. He couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom. On treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, legends, by confessions. Go to the high up. These they come from the cause. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons. Really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game or even the courage. We live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and tracking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy high. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed to cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, legends, by confessions. the cars, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for life. Two, three, four.
Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, now you came and changed how I feel. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. Baby, I could cry. Can I fall in your arms and just fly? When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love. I got love. Yeah, got
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out, yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them. And they both, I hate them hating on them. And they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. Acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux, soon as I up the highest metric. The city...
From Detroit, Michigan, we're looking live at Ford Field. Today, a good one in store here. It's the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action with darts. It's Saquon Barkley. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
On 1st and 10, here's Darts. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. Here we get 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with 2nd down. Now go play action. Here's Darts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. Short pass brought in. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, and those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Motioning the tight end left. They go play action with Goff. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Shoots away from one. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Another one for Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They send Nakua in motion left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So it'll be 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make
He's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Dude, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Throwing off the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Air it out on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shinesy threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. Pressure was there, but he got it away. This is a good kick. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Goff off the play action. Catch made right side by Nakua. He dodged the tackle, and he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's a pickup of 9. And the Lions have a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Working inside the red zone. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap here to go. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. He's hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
3rd down, Giants coming out in a dime look. From the gun, Goff. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this round down. It's a sack on the first play.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. The play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Blocked down by the 4-time All-Pro Cameron Hayward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, a largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
The Giants are set to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They ran them up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Lions offense returning to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Motioning the tight end now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Goff on 3rd. And they're going to bring him down just as we come up to the 2-minute warning. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, it's gone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And motion the slot man right. On 2nd and 10. Gone. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. The Giants using their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First down and goal to go.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the first down pass play can, it certainly was effective.
Giants nothing.
Giants has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Now here comes the New York offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Option play. They give it to Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Darks. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to run for it. Oh, the football's loose. Will be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. Jamie Gillen on that a punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Goff back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Again, Goff. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Jack Fox on to punt. And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's at about to the 9-yard line. The Giants getting one more series here before the half. And from this spot, Brock, you got to think they'll consider just taking a knee and taking it into the locker room. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Line up the design keeper. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Gano ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the third. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Again, it's Gibbs. He's out in the clear. Still has some space inside the 35. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead.
Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. The Giants offense all set to get started. Things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He'll try and run this. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Still has some space inside the 35. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants start the second half with some needed points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here comes Williams on the return. He dodged the tackle. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Escapes the defender. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go for 1st down. The 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now send their tight end right. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This time it's a passing play. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Lions have a 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
The stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Running it with David Montgomery. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
To the air on 3rd and long. Taken in by Williams outright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work and playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
5 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Lions going to the dime look here on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun this time. Here's Darts. On the move, headed right. And into the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. That's going to bring up 4th down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and forced a 4th down.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. They put a receiver in motion right. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. That man was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Goff. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. You know, lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
From the red zone now. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a 3-score game in the 4th. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. It's 6 and 9.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Gets away from 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here starts. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get a cheat in for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion with it.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, here's Darts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
DJ Reed there defensively.
Darts setting in the throw here. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Darts. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. To throw, here's Darts. Gets this to Johnson. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this time they're going to get to it before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they'll maybe get 2 out of that, so that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. No throw, 3rd and long. Hits his running back. Dodges another stop. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for Detroit first down.
You know, they called that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Gibbs now from the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd
garden variety in the NFL? I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run. Pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie. To quiet the...
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm to go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club. We've been mobbing all day. On some Jono. VIP stats. Look around the club. What do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves. That's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the Pool Palace. Straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do. You and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can two. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, chillin' in the bill. There we again. Bottles in again. Up the cup, put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, got a jerky neck. On the best, we don't dead mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then you gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-time. And if you ain't know, this is how it goes down. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you
Woo!